welcome to a whole new episode of Latinas Empowering Latinas, where we're trying out my mic. I guess we might as well do one on the mic, literally. This is the Rode. I'll put the link down below. I was looking for a new mic when I started doing everything. When you start off, there's three different kinds of people. There's the people that go crazy and go all out and spend crazy amounts of money because they need to be perfect or they just can, which is, I guess, nice. Then there's the people that just really do a lot of research and they try to see what's best and they want to spend what's more, but they're also trying to be practical and they don't want to not do what they have to do to get started. They kind of start somewhere and work their way up. And then there's just some people that rough it. And here's my take. Whatever person you are, it doesn't matter as long as you get it done. A short lesson into another lesson. This is the Rode mic. When I started, I literally started with nothing, nothing fancy, my iPhone audio only. The funny story is I actually started a podcast because I never wanted to be on video. And here we are. I'm willing to put myself out there because I'm planting the seed. And it took me a long time to work on just doing things versus trying to be perfect because perfectionism will stop you from massive growth. The good thing is I'm a little bit perfectionist and a lot of it I'll figure it out as I go. Whether it shows up messy or ugly, hey, I'm just recording the journey of what this looks like. Started off, I'm holding the mic because we started holding it off. It's a Rode mic. It's a lavalier. I'm going to clip it here. I usually try to clip it where it's not visible, but then you can't hear me real well, and I don't want to start messing with it while I'm there. If you want to, see, you don't even have to see it. The audio's still really good. But when I started, I used my phone, just audio, literally used voice memo to record my podcasts when I got inspired. I love to help people and I love to share with them. And when I get inspired, if I'm inspired, if somebody asks me a question, if it's something that's relevant, I am on fire. Typically that happens not when I'm set up for video, but the podcast part came first. I have a Yeti that I used. Again, started off with nothing. Then I got a Blue Yeti, which I still have. I actually have two because, overeager person. I had one in my office. And then I had one in my home office as well. I upgraded last year to a Shure mic, which I love. What I don't love is being constrained in four walls. And I usually end up video recording and audio recording, especially with the video, in my brick and mortar office, not my home office. The acoustics are a little bit better in here and just visually more pleasant and much, much better lighting. If you can't hear me well, that's not going to work either, right? You want to provide good quality, at least, of the content you're sharing, because if somebody can't hear you, they're going to skip on by. I got a plug-in mic, a cheap one. It was better than just my voice. And then I got a mic that somebody recommended, a DJI mic. I like it. It worked. For whatever reason, I'm a little spoiled. I'm a plug and play with tech. Just let me plug you in and let's just roll. It was a little confusing to find out when it was working or not. Again, user error. Doesn't mean it's bad. It's a good mic. Most people like it. One of my accountability entrepreneur friends, Adam, recommended it. He's amazing. He has an amazing podcast. Also put the link below. We'll give a plug to Adam. His audio sounds incredible. And he's just very resourceful. And the DJI, what happened is had to still plug it in to my camera and I dropped the receiver. I dropped the little box that actually shows me when it's working and the volume and all that stuff. I can't see it. And what I didn't like about DJI is that when I went to say, hey, the screen cracked, can you please replace it or fix it and send it back to me? They wanted to charge me, I think it was $80, but at that point, that was almost as much as I had paid for the mic or, close enough. So then I said, you know what? Keep your money, send me back my tool. I'll probably ship Adam my microphone piece of it. And I started researching and then I looked at Rode, R-O-D-E. And they are a phenomenal company for microphones. And guess what? In comparison to DJI, I had a better quality. What I like about the Rode is obviously you can tell that the audio is really good. I haven't played with all the fancy bells and whistles because again, I'm a plug and play person. Fix the settings or edit them, but just let me plug it in and get to work. What you're listening to right now, it's this little puffy little microphone. It's cute. It's small. I travel a lot. I speak a lot. We were in California last year. I was in Orlando twice. I'm going to be in Texas next month speaking. I was just invited to go back and speak at Berkeley in California next April, invited to speak in Miami in November, a lot of moving around. And again, I get inspired in the car. I just always, just in case I get inspired, I want to have my mic with me. And I wanted something really compact. They're really tiny. It brings two little boxes. They look almost identical and they have a little port in the top. And then you can actually detach the little puffer. So you just kind of unscrew it and pop it up. and you don't hear the popping sound, and you can actually like interchange the pieces. And the only thing I don't, because I haven't read all the directions, is at the moment I still have to plug it into my phone, but I haven't had the time, I'm going to be honest, to research how to use it. There is a way to connect it. Haven't bothered because it's about getting it done, not getting it perfect. I started with nothing, then I ended up with my Shure mic, and then I started off with a really cheap lavalier mic, they're called, and now I'm up to a Rode. And again, I'm not an expert. I'm not a specialist in audio. I'm just sharing my story with you on how we ended up here with you. I hope this video helped you in your mission to grow your business or start your business. Again, just start small, start scrappy, do some research. Yeah, so DJI, you can keep your mic. I got a Rode. It was a little bit more, and the technology is much more advanced on it. What I am doing, though, is I am recording it on, it just told me I went too high for you guys. I am recording this on their app. They have a Rode app, which makes it easier I can actually visually see without breaking anything. I can see the levels. I'm making sure I'm not going too high or too low. It's recording. The quality is really good. And yeah, here we are. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure to subscribe and like. Don't let anybody hold you back from chasing your dreams, even if you have to start scrappy. That's all. See you guys next time.